This review is for the EcooPro Professional Recording Condenser Microphone. I received this product at a discount in exchange for an honest review, so go ahead and let's get started. First thing you'll notice about the item is that the box it ships in is actually pretty cool. It has some extensive padding that would be fairly expensive if you had to purchase, let's say, a Pelican case or something like that to carry the item around. Considering that condenser microphones tend to be somewhat fragile and are very easily damaged if they're dropped, I would certainly keep the box just for the padding alone. Included in the box is a XLR cable, which has got a female XLR on one end and a male 3.5 inch or 1/8 inch jack. Also has the microphone itself, which has a male XLR 3-pin connection, and a mounting bracket that you can attach it to the standard 5/8 inch American microphone stand. My opinion with that is that while it does function to hold the microphone tightly, condenser microphones tend to be extremely susceptible to vibration and any kind of noise in the surroundings that will be transmitted through the microphone stand. So I would definitely go ahead and invest in a shock mount. Now, due to the size of this device, which is almost 55 millimeters, I would go ahead and consider purchasing a shock mount similar to this one shown here. Most of the shock mounts, especially the ones that you see all over Amazon and other places, are not big enough. This is about the only device that I've been able to find in my research that will fit this microphone. I have not actually purchased it myself. I plan on it, but it's the only thing that's even close. Now, if you take a look at this microphone and then you take a look at the Technica AT2020, clearly the designers of this microphone have laid their eyes upon the Technica. Now, whether this device, which is clearly a straight-up copy of the other one, lives up to the quality standards and the durability reputation that this item has, is anyone's guess. Initially you pick it up, it's 1 pound, almost 1 ounce, and it's pretty substantial. It seems like it's well built. Everything on it is metal. I didn't find anything that I could find fault with. The instruction manual that comes with it is, fairly complete. It's written in proper English and it's easy to understand. Initially, I plugged this item into my PC. I do know right off the bat that condenser microphones require electricity in order to function. I was surprised to find out that my PC, when you plug in these type of microphones, actually provides 5 volts out the pins. That's news to me because I didn't know that. Typically, this type of microphone would require a phantom power supply, which usually most mixer boards will provide that, which is a 48 volt output. You can buy adapters of various types that will do that, and certain types of DI boxes or other types of pedals also can provide phantom power in order for the microphone to operate. I will say that when it was plugged into the PC, the sound quality was not quite what I expected. I believe that there's not enough voltage across the plates of the capacitor to create the sound. To me, it sounded fairly digital, almost like you would experience as you drive in the fringe areas with your cell phone. Now, whether that's a fault of the microphone, if there's some sort of misconfiguration in my sound card, lack of voltage, or if something like using ASIO type of interface versus the standard just plug it in Windows interface would make a difference, that's anyone's guess. But to be honest, I didn't purchase this item to use my PC to record it. But go ahead and take a listen and maybe you'll be able to see what I mean. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. What I actually purchased the item for was to be able to record it portably. Now, there's many different ways to do this. Obviously, if you've got professional recording equipment that provides phantom power, you don't really need for me to tell you about it. But in my particular case, I'm using a Tascam DR05, which surprisingly enough can be configured to provide power to make the microphone operate. I used the settings that were necessary for that to happen, gave it a shot, and I was really surprised at how well it sounded. Here, let's go ahead and take a listen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The next thing that you might want to attempt to use it for, and this again is using the Tascam from before, is for recording instruments. This particular clip that you'll be hearing next is with the microphone aimed basically at the 12th fret of the guitar from approximately 8 inches away. Now, the one thing that I did find, and I think that you should be aware of, is that I attempted to use this on my daughter's Mac Mini, and it does not work at all. Apparently, the Mac Mini does not provide voltage out of the pins, and unless you added some sort of interface or something like that, it will not work. Whether other Macintoshes work, I have no idea because I don't have one. Other than that, I will say that this is definitely a worthy contender to the Audio-Technica AT320. As near as I can tell, and it probably is not going to come across very clearly through these videos because they're compressed and compressed and compressed before you get to hear them, it's a very clear microphone. I really didn't notice that much of a difference between that and an Audio-Technica which I had used in the past. Now, wasn't able to do a side-by-side comparison, but I really didn't find anything that jumped off the page and told me, hey, this is just a cheap copy. To me, based on the price and the fact that it's, available easily, I think I would give it a good shot. I definitely think this is a 5-star item that's well worth its money. If you've enjoyed this review, I'll go ahead and leave me a comment, and if you go ahead and click the yes button, that helps encourage me to make more reviews like this in the future. And I hope you have good luck with this product, and happy sailing.